football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, their quarterback has it all. You away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over.
Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Williams will pass. Got his man.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lawson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Huskies come to the line after whipping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Williams looking for a man. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point here will tie the game.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Skips away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Poe. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Finds his man, it's Lawson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Williams will pass. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Safe completion on the screen. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Golden Gophers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still looking on the move. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Did the work himself. On the move is the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Poe. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Golden Gophers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Minnesota! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. Man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Running to Green. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
First down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Casey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Casey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. From the gun to Gibb, looking for room. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nice move there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the left. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give him a huge game.
Trying play action. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Zings it complete to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Golden Gophers are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's caught. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are looking at the quarterback. They're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Husky! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throws for the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Floats it out in space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Lawson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They got it, it's blocked. He's got the ball, that one's live.
And what a time to do it. Tie ball game, second half. You always talk about offense, you always talk about defense, but the special teams field goal block unit coming up big for this team.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Shoots it to the left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Williams will pass. Caught on the outside, it's Harris.
A nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Under fire. The throw. He's got the back in the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. Catches it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Wants to fire on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Escapes trouble. They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Plows through the defense. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
In the middle, it's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. Runs through a tackle. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. On the run, it's Hunt. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Williams looking for a man. Touchdown, Washington! They jump on top here in OT. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. You better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affects.
There he goes. Heading to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And he does it again. He's showing you time and time again, man. This dude is just like a running back. And you see it in college football now, just having that guy at that spot, such an advantage. And you watch him there, just pulls the ball down.
Touchdown, Minnesota! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
They didn't make it. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table for the 2-point try, and they get nothing. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse